Okay, you guys, this is going to be a two-part episode because technology cut me off, which sometimes happens with podcasting. Of course it does. Because of bandwidth restraints and all that good stuff. So what I was saying is I'm doing this for those who can't speak literally. And the reason why I'm doing this for those who can't speak is because right now we have Hurricane Harvey aftermath. We have Hurricane Irma aftermath. We have the Mexican earthquakes. And my aide is Mexican, and she happened to grow up here, and he'll be in Colorado, and she happened to grow up in Mexico too. So this Mexican earthquake in Mexico City has really impacted my family. In fact, my aide is sending her paycheck from my family down to the Mexican earthquake victims because she knows someone that's going down to help them. And so she thought it would be nice to donate her a percentage of her paycheck. And so that's why I'm doing this podcast, for those who need help, for those who need hope, for those who can't literally do it.
That is an amazing, inspirational personal drive. Myself, there's times when I just absolutely cannot, I may be mentally exhausted or physically exhausted or whatever, and unless I'm really absolutely rock bottom and I need to refill my tank by going on vacation and taking some time off, there are just some days that you don't feel like doing it. You could rather just curl up on the couch and watch some movies and cancel your whole day. But to me, it's that personal responsibility. It's that personal attachment and inspiration, knowing that you make a difference in people's lives. So I completely understand with that. So, okay, let's talk about favorites and non-favorites. What are the top podcasts that stand out in your mind, whether it's subject matter or you just felt absolutely invincible that day and nothing was going to stop your flow or whatever the case may be? What are the top podcasts that stick out in your mind that you've done?
That I've done. Oh, man, Mel, you got me on that one. The top podcast that I have done, I guess the one that I did this morning with Michelle Sissom, because we talked about social media and the etiquette of business on social media, and because social media is how I've got my follower account and this podcast to grow as quickly as I have, and that's been one of my favorite podcasts. And another thing I like to do with my guests is I like to have them at the end of the interview after I say where can they find you, aka the guest. I like to have them ask me a couple questions that are unplanned, and you should hear some of the questions that people have asked me. How do you stay so positive? From what's your favorite social media tool? From, I don't know. But these people are so intelligent, and obviously I make them listen to the podcast. That is key when you're doing an interview. So make your guests listen to the podcast beforehand, because so they know the flow, so they don't do on. I don't know the flow of your show, because that's really annoying. And so
Hello.